Live from New York City, it's Wendy Williams. Today, X Factor's hot new judge, Paulina Rubio, dishes with Wendy about what she looks for in a star. Plus, from Project Runway, fashion legend Isaac Mizrahi surprises us with amazing Halloween costumes for your pet and all the latest juicy hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. Hi, Studio Hub co-host, audience, people. Welcome to the show. Happy Wednesday. Hump day. I'm doing great. I've got so much to share with you. Move over, Snooki. There's another baby at the Jersey Shore. I know. And Kanye and Kim are engaged, but let's talk about baby number 2, because from what I understand, they are. And it makes perfect sense. I'll break that down. Plus, we've got a sneak peek of the new season of The Millionaire Matchmaker. I know. So let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Gentleman and his friend right over there at the end near DJ Booth in the beige pants. That's you and your friend. When I came out, I read your lips. You jumped up and down and you said, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much for that reception." Thank you. Yes. I told you doing this show is like being shot out of a cannon. Okay, so the new parents in Jersey, the Jersey Shore. Paulie D. Well, babies are always good, but the conditions under which you get them sometimes are a little sketchy. This one involved a DNA test. But nevertheless, he is the proud father of a baby girl. I don't know her name, maybe Paulina, I don't know. But according to TMZ, he met the woman while DJing in Vegas last year. And she took a DNA test over in Jersey to prove that he's the father. So this sounds like maybe a random hookup or something like that. You know, you're DJing, you catch his eye. You know, like that. A sloppy situation, it sounds like, but congratulations to you, Paulie. Paulie, it's time for a new hairstyle. I'm just saying. That's why I love wigs, because they give you so many options. I know it's not that easy, you know, when you say to a regular person it's time for a new hairstyle, but it is. Clap if you think it is. Oh my gosh. I didn't see one person who didn't clap, but maybe they're here. Who thinks that he needs to keep his hair the way it is? Clap. Not one person. I even heard an ew over there. All right, so we vote on new hair, Paulie. Congratulations on the baby. I haven't seen baby picture or anything like that, but I can imagine in my mind what the baby will look like. It'll look like this, probably. What is going, I mean, Paulie was probably the one person on that whole show who did it right. He started his profession as a DJ, introducing it to us while the Jersey Shore show was popular. And then he parlayed it into going, remember he went on tour with Britney Spears? That's a lot of money and a lot of prestige. And when he came back off tour is when he got his residency in Vegas. Now, I mean, Paulie's doing parties for like, you know, tens of thousands of dollars. He's making bank doing these parties. Whatever happened to the situation? I mean, it was, well, you know, I was thinking about him, and so we follow him here on Twitter or something. One of the kids in the office follows him. He's over in Spain right now, making an appearance at a party. So my thought is, do you have to go that far? Maybe they're still big in Spain. Maybe they're showing the Jersey Shore reruns. I don't know. But do you remember, he went through a substance abuse thing and he went to a rehab, so he's out. Remember, he was supposed to be getting some sort of reality show centered around his family. Only, I don't even know what happened to him. I forgot all about him until I talked about Paulie. I mean, even Snooki wants people to call her Nicole and she's moved on. I wonder if Ronnie and that, yeah. Hi. Isn't Lorenzo cute, baby? Lorenzo's really cute. She's still Snooki to me, though. Trying to get highbrow now. It's a little late in the game. I wonder if those two are still together. Ronnie and that other one. I wonder if they're still together. And do you watch the show with those two girls, Snooki and JWoww? Does Situation ever show up on the show? No. Is he the only one who doesn't show up? Yes. Oh, so the beef is on between the yeah, okay. So apparently they don't get along. Anyway, congratulations, Paulie, on your new baby with your strange woman. Good luck. So about Kim and Kanye, they just got engaged. She posted the picture of her ring, and it's 15 carats. More importantly, I like her nails. Those stiletto nails are so, at first I really liked them. I thought they were really hot. That's when you file your nails into a point, and then you throw all kinds of crafts from, like the crafting beads and rhinestones and stuff. Everything but the kitchen sink, that might be on there too. The younger girls do it. I was jealous at first though, because my nails are so soft, I can't get any of that gel manicure. No more tips for me. I've been wearing tips since I was in high school. And so when I saw Kim's nails, I was like, wow. Because the Kardashians, they try to be on trend. So I guess the new trend is going shorter and square. Is that it? Yeah. So my fingers are finally back in style. Good. I like to do my own nails. It's so soothing. Do you ever do your own nails? Yeah, you pull out your nail kit. I don't even know why I have a nail kit because I only put one color on my nails. And then I was trying to think, when's the last time I actually put a color on my nails instead of my usual pink wash by Orly's. I like to wear this one. And I said, I haven't had color on my nails since August. I haven't done it once this season on the show, and I'm gonna keep it going. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because clear matches everything. Hey, right? Anyway, Kim and Kanye aren't wasting any time making plans for baby number 2. I think this is a good idea. According to Radar Online, Kim reportedly doesn't think it makes sense to lose all of her pregnancy weight just to gain it back again. So I think this is a great idea. Shout out to everybody who has what they call the Irish twins, where the kids are only like 4 months apart. This is the smartest thing ever. You have all your kids at one pop, and then you lose all your weight. You go in for your mommy makeover, tune-up or whatever, and then you go on about your business. That's a very smart. So reportedly, she wants to get together or get pregnant as soon as possible. I still wonder whether he'll marry her. An engagement is one thing. But a marriage is a whole nother. The timing of this engagement, the Keeping Up with the Kardashian cameras were in that stadium, filming for the show, every angle. He's on tour right now, prancing around as Yeezus. Which that's a turnoff to a lot. It's a turnoff to me. It's a turnoff to a lot of people. So I guess having love and getting engaged is supposed to soften the blow and make it more appealing. I don't know. I question whether they'll get married or not, Anyway, Kanye used to Photoshop himself into the Kardashians' family pictures. So if she marries him, it's like she's marrying the killer stalker. I mean, would that flatter you, or would that make you question his mental stability? That would make me question him. Like, there's nothing flattering about a man who obsesses with you to that degree. That's scary. And he's told us this through the TV, that he used to Photoshop himself before he was part of the family into the family pictures. How strange, right? She's sleeping with the enemy. This is like a Lifetime movie. Well, good luck, you all. Mm-hmm. If you're a home wrecker, do you think it's wise to poke fun at that reputation? Because I don't. I think that that's the one thing that you want to go away so people forget that you got your man through home wrecking. But not Leanne Rimes, friend to the show. Leanne, what are you doing? Leanne, girl, what are you doing? So this is the picture that Leanne tweeted with the caption, "Don't open without a sense of humor." Okay, her father reportedly owns a towing company. And there she is luxuriating, and the hashtag was, have fun with it or something like that. Notice it says homewrecker. Oh, that was her hashtag. Yeah, homewrecker. That's not cute, but I'll tell you what is cute, those boots. Those boots are really cute. Right? That's something that you want people to forget about. And remember, Leanne, I love you, girl, but you know how you get them is how you lose them. So watch that Eddie, because, watch that Eddie, Leanne. All right, let's move along to our next story. All right, so there are two Hollywood couples giving love a second chance. I like love a second chance. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. And the Ashley Judd story is really romantical. You know, she's 45 and, the race car driver, Dario, he's 40. They split in January after being married for 11 years. No, they don't have any children. According to us, I never think there's a point in getting married if you're not gonna have kids. You know what I mean? Like, I believe in love, and I believe in living in sin, or whatever people call it, But if you're not gonna have kids, then why get married? Have them, adopt them, whatever. If they're not gonna be kids in the household, in other words. I mean, 11 years, and now she's 45, so, kind of rotten down there. Anyway, look, according to Us Weekly magazine, they got back together after Dario suffered an injury from a racing accident. He's a race car driver. And it wasn't just an injury. I mean, it was pretty serious. I was reading the article. And so she dropped everything and raced to his side. Isn't that romantic? I wonder if they'll get back together and get married and everything. I don't know, but I like the story. Yeah. Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas are the other ones giving love a chance. She's 44, he's 69. They separated, but they're still wearing their rings. And when asked about the marriage recently, Michael said sometimes people take a break, but it doesn't mean it's the end. I mean, I don't know. A break to me means a free pass to do everybody who's cute, who's walked in my path since I've been married. Like, are you serious? A break? Now, how am I supposed to get back together with you knowing that you've been doing the same thing that I've been doing? I mean, the mature way of handling a break, sure. You take a break, maybe, I live in a hotel for a month, or you live, go to your parents' house and you stay there for a month, and, we'll see the kids in between, but we need a break from one another. But the reality is, when you've been together for a certain amount of time, a break seems like a free pass, honey, to get down. Now, I'm thinking that the kind of break that is probably better to take to make sure nobody's getting down is you take a break in the same house. Now, we don't have to love each other. I'll chop the middle of the blanket. Don't roll over on me. I don't want to feel your elbow next to me. I'll use another bathroom in the morning, but we will sleep in the same bed just to keep I don't care how many guest rooms you have, your break is where you're just not having sex and you're not eating meals together, but you're sleeping in the same bed but with the line down the middle. And don't touch my feet. And I'm in the bed usually every weeknight at 10 o'clock, so I will still continue to do that. I'm not gonna make you wonder where I am by staying out to try to create mystery, staying out until 1. Because if I'm out until 1, I'm definitely telling you I'm up to things. I don't know, a break. I don't know, we're either on or we're off. A break. Anyway, but good luck with all the couples. Patty Stanger, Millionaire Matchmaker, is coming back. I am so glad. Patty girl, I have really missed you, honestly. It's the 7th season and, she's engaged. Patty, there's one thing that I need from you. All due respect, girlfriend, you need to get married to prove to people that as a millionaire matchmaker, you can successfully match yourself. Now. Here's the thing. This is her second fiance. They've been engaged since March, and she's got a nice ring. But Patty is 51 or maybe 52 years old. This is just my opinion. I know she's never been married before, but I would think that at 51 or 52, you're over the pomp and circumstance, and you just want to, as soon as you get the ring, go over to the Justice of Peace or buy yourself a little white dress and invite people to the living room for white wine and a ceremony. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's a little young to be engaged for 7 months when you are the millionaire matchmaker and literally your reputation is riding on you having a successful relationship. So that's all. When the show comes back, she'll come here, she always does, and we'll talk about that. Anyway, enough about that. We have a sneak peek of a clip, you know, from the new season, and it's our hot clip of the day, so roll it.
No one's getting this unless it's the right
Yeah,
thing.
you got the golden cooch.
Oh, God.
Pick me up. I almost feel like I want to buy you a vibrator, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Do we have a penis under there? Okay, when do we get the alcohol? Shut up. You couldn't get these girls unless I could get them for you. You are a hot mess. Get the out of here. You're clearly not ready for women over 40. One more strike, you're fired.
Oh!
That was so hot.
Wow! Okay, first of all, there are a few things that clip that I want to talk about. Of course, the large lady who did the full split, and you heard her hit the ground, boom, wow. Also, I'm glad that Patty is helping Rosie find love. But only because Rosie is so lovable. But I don't want Patty's show to turn into finding celebrities' love. I don't even like when celebrities go on the show. Like, what was Carson doing there? And a couple of seasons ago, I saw Jenny McCarthy. She was like, you know, celebrities are celebrities. They're rich, they're beautiful. You know, find your own love. I like when real people do Millionaire Matchmaker because real people are not filtered and trying to be anything but exactly what they are. And that is the entertaining part. Also, what happened to that couple, those two weird-looking people but nice that used to work in her office? You know, the girl with the purple, pink, green hair, and the guy, you know, they were married. What happened? So she fired her whole staff? What's going on over there? Hey, well, Patty, you're coming back, and we'll be watching. So, there is a request in Brooklyn to name an intersection after the late Biggie Smalls. And it has been denied for a few surprising reasons. Well, residents are complaining, a lot of complaints, about Biggie's criminal past, his sexist lyrics, and most shockingly, they complain that he's too fat to be a role model for kids. I don't think any of that stuff matters because, you know, he ended his life on a high note. So what does that matter? Everybody deserves to be redeemed. I mean, you know, he did have a criminal past, but he made good, you know, and yeah, he is fat, but so are you. I'm talking to whoever's on the board of the intersection election, you know, so are you. And sexist lyrics, okay, well, okay, you got that. But he was trying to be a better person. And, you know, my thought is that he was denied this intersection because it's in a really good neighborhood. It's not like in the hood at Gates and Green where he grew up. It's in Clinton Hills. Now, what you have to understand, Clinton Hill, what you have to understand is that that is a multi-million-dollar home area. Like, if I live in Clinton Hills and I'm living in a $2 million house, I am not gonna say my address is 123 Biggie Small Street. I'm just not going to do it. Do you know what I mean? I just, you know, my kid is applying to Yale and I'm putting my address on the application. You know, I hold a very important position at Merrill Lynch. My coworkers want to drive me home, drive me to 123 Biggie Small Street. It's just not, you would think that if they were going to do an intersection that maybe it would be some place where Biggie grew up or something, you know? But I don't want to be stereotypical, but you know how Martin Luther King Boulevard, you always know where you're going on Martin Luther King Boulevard, in the hood. And I'm just feeling like I pay too many taxes and I paid too much for my $3 million home. I don't live in Clinton Hills. I'm just acting like a snobby person that might be saying this. You know, I pay a lot of property taxes. I paid a lot for this house. This street is called Ivory Terrace Way. And that is how it's going to stay. It's not gonna be no Biggie Small Street. They could use his government name, Christopher Wallace Way. Christopher, just keep it Ivory Terrace. Just keep it that way. Anyway, good luck, Clinton Hills. Hold your ground. And maybe you guys over in Brooklyn take the intersection into another area. That's all. Look how I'm sitting. You guys make me so comfortable. I'm just sorry. Should I be more formal? Look, so there's a new sex symbol in America, and you'll never believe who it is. The bearded men of Duck Dynasty. Well, I believed it as soon as you know who my favorite is? Oh no, if you are turning your nose up, pull up closer to your TV. And you know what? They're all nice looking, but this one right here, look beyond the beard. When he smiles, he's got these dimples. And my only fear for the Robertson family, and you know they've been here before, they brought me squirrel meat and everything. Anyway, they're getting all kinds of female attention, these men. Apparently, the Robertson men recently sat down with Men's Journal, and they said that tons of women are constantly proposing to them, despite the fact that they're married, walking up to them with little tiny outfits on, saying, you know, would you sign this? And women proposing marriage and everything like that. My thing is that when people are in those magazines too much, the next shoe is going to drop and it's going to be something bad. Like for the past 3 weeks, if you're a magazinista like me, you know, the weeklies, People and Us and The Star and Life and Style, they're in there way too much now. It's starting to make me nervous. Like somebody is about to pull something out and it's not going to be about friendly fire. It's going to be about something terrible. Anyway, would you like to see them unbearded if you haven't? Well, here's an old photo of them and here they are. Now, I'll tell you which one my guy is. Yes, And my guy is the one all the way over on the end. But yes, they're really good-looking men. Don't let the beards fool you. Although they say they don't shower a lot, they said they only brush their teeth once a day, which you know after you get 35, you're supposed to be brushing. I mean, you should do it anyway, but especially after 35, hold on to your fangs. Protect your fangs. And they don't shower much. All of a sudden, you're not as turned on. Anyway, Duck Dynasty, everybody, is the show that they're on, and the season finale airs tonight, as a matter of fact, at 10 o'clock on A&E. I'll be watching. We've got a terrific show for you from Project Runway All-Stars. Isaac Mizrahi is here. You know, he's joining us for a fabulous doggy Halloween fashion show. Plus, another deserving breast cancer survivor is going to get a fabulous head-to-toe makeover. But up next, X Factor judge Paulina Rubio is joining me for Couch Chat. Keep it here. Welcome back. Our first guest is an international superstar and one hot tamale. Now, you can see her every week on the judges' table on the TV show X Factor. Take a look. Please welcome Paulina Rubio. Wait, move right back over here. Something about the shot, they like to take a look through there while they, you know.
I wanted to be really close to you.
Listen, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'm loving your wrist tchotchkes. Wait, just can we have a wrist tchotchke camera? Look at that. Yeah. Beautiful. Now, they said that you were cold, so I brought out a little shawl for you. You're not going to use that?
No, but suddenly I'm not cold at all. I'm just so excited to be here.
That's what as soon as the show is over, then I become cold. But while I'm out here in the moment, it's not cold. Your hair, by the way, is fabulous.
I love your hair too.
Yeah, but mine is a wig. Yours is not.
Mine, it's mine.
Yeah, I saw a picture of you as a little girl. You've always had this long blonde hair, a lot
I don't
of
know.
it.
My mom always had a fetish with hair, and they never cut my hair. Look at that. I mean, I always love long hair. My
Yes.
mom had long hair too, and my boy has long hair. He's 2, and I just love the hippie, bohemian, European
Yes,
look.
yeah.
Look at that.
Now, do you?
That's my treasure.
He's so cute. He's 2. What do you go back to Mexico much?
I have a home in Acapulco, and we go a lot.
Yeah.
We love the Pacific Coast.
Yeah. You know, Paulina grew up, her mom was a big, what was she, soap star?
No, she did it all. She did movies, Rio Lobo with John Wayne.
Yeah.
She is a producer, a writer, and she's one of the biggest actresses in our world.
So you grew up rather privileged.
Well, that's kind of how they see it, but I don't see it that way. I have the privilege to have the best teacher in the world, which is my mom and my mentor.
Yes.
And I always knew I wanted to be part of this. The art is one of the most amazing things.
You know, the thing about you, and forgive me for saying this, but I know I'm not the only one, until you got to X Factor, I didn't know who you were. But then I was like, bad, why don't I know this? You were a big pop star in a group back in Mexico, yes?
Well, all around Argentina, Brazil, Chile,
You know who
Spain,
she is? I hear people saying who. Oh my gosh.
So I started singing when I was 7 years old. I got my first recording deal inside this teen group, like, you know, TLC.
Yes. They put you together, you didn't know one another.
They put us together. We were 7 girls and guys. And
7, that's a lot of,
7.
wow.
And we record 10 albums, 11.
Yes.
And then I started a solo career.
So you were like Beyonce, you broke out.
I love Beyonce.
Yeah.
And I dance and I kill it as well.
Now, when you broke out of your group, because sometimes when they're groups, and we really love the groups, we always read that there's like resentment amongst the fans and also amongst the other members of the group. So when you wanted to break out and become solo, did the other 6 hate on you?
I love them. They're my sisters and brothers. And it's hard. When you leave a group, it's just because you close that cycle. And I wanted to try my own thing. And those are my best friends.
Yes,
since
still
ever.
to this day.
Si.
That's, she said, see?
Si.
So congratulations on X Factor. You must love, I know singing is your first love. But I can imagine that as a singer, especially a mother, that it takes you all around the world and creates a little bit of instability in terms of, you know, your child. I mean, if he's with mom, I guess every place is home, but soon he's going to be going to school. And it must be nice to have a steady job, is what I'm saying. You know, you report to the...
Well, I never been a girl, the typical housewife. I'm a single mom. Of a 2-year-old, which is my love and my priority. But being being the daughter of a superstar, I grew up all around the world with my brother and my grandma, and that's how I learned that life.
So then you must be going stir crazy, sitting there at the judges' table and also living in the same place and not being like a gypsy. I mean, I had it wrong.
I am a gypsy.
Yes.
I mean, I'm in LA, I'm in Madrid, I'm
Yes.
in Miami, and on top of X Factor, I'm recording a new album. So I'm multitask, and the most important thing is that my boy is with me all the time, and that's what I.
That's what you love.
That's
Does he come to the set with you sometimes?
Does
he come to the set sometimes with you?
I was gonna bring him, but he went to Central Park. He says George is from New York, George the monkey, you know?
And Curious George.
He just went to Central Park, but we're gonna meet for lunch.
We do the hot topics here, and I read all the magazines, and I've never read anything bad about your relationship with anybody, not Demi Lovato, not Kelly Rowland, not Simon. So it's very refreshing that you all get along so well.
We hate each other so much.
No, you
we're
don't.
trying.
No, you don't.
We're trying not to let the really bad news out. No, listen. There's things that the TV gets in a way, the chemistry.
Yes.
And the chemistry between the 4 of us is amazing.
Yes.
And I know that you like Simon. I like Simon sometimes. And
does this pregnant woman, does she ever show up there?
See.
Si.
And she's lovely.
She's lovely.
And
What's her
the
name,
fact that she is pregnant and not him.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. but he still thinks that he can do everything. So he's asking me about breastfeeding because I breastfeed my boy for 9 months. Don't laugh, it's true. And then, you know, and in Mexico they said that if you drink a lot of beer, you will have a lot of milk. So he's drinking a lot of beer. And then Demi said to him, don't even think about you breastfeeding. And he said, I can do it all. So we're just waiting for the due date and for him to start.
Simon is still Simon, I see. It was very nice to meet you, Paulina.
Thank you.
It's Paulina Rubio, everybody, and you can check her out on X Factor, which airs Wednesday and Thursday nights at 8 o'clock on Fox. Up next, we've got fashion designer Isaac Mizrahi. He's going to show us some really fun Halloween dog costumes, so keep it here. The corner, and here with some fun costume ideas for your dog is fashion designer and judge on Project Runway All-Stars. Say hello to Isaac Mizrahi.
Hi, Kitty.
How's your husband?
He's divine, thank you very much.
Is it true that your mom found out that you were married by watching the show?
Oh, yes, actually. Well, no, I mean, I told her a million times, but somehow it didn't sink in until she saw it on The Wendy Show.
Oh.
She was like, did you get married? I was like, excuse me, I told you 1,000 times. But somehow when Wendy says it, you know, right, it makes it true.
What can we expect on the new season before we get started with our fashion show?
Well, a fierce competition of some of the most talented designers we've ever seen on Project Runway All-Stars.
All right.
Okay.
We'll be watching. Yeah. All right, Isaac is going to show us some fun costume ideas for dogs during the Halloween season. So let's get started with our fashion show. Our first model is Tyson, and Tyson is a boxer who loves to play catch.
Well,
Tyson.
Here's the thing about Tyson. Tyson has actually been a bunny inside for a very long time. So this is just Tyson kind of like getting his inner bunny on, right?
He's so cute. That's a boxer, huh?
Trapped in the body, a bunny trapped in the body of a boxer. Right?
That's a cute costume. Thank you, Tyson.
Thanks, Tyson.
Our next model, everybody, well, there are two of them,
Two
Puppy
dogs.
and George. They love to cuddle and they love to play dress up. Oh.
Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie, that's cute.
And I thought, you know what, Wendy? I thought, like, since same-sex marriage is so, like, sort of everywhere and everybody's talking about it,
yes.
lifetime, like, sort of roommates can now marry, okay?
Yes, yes.
Lifetime roommates can now get married if they want.
Oh, boys, you're so cute.
Oh.
Thank you, George. Thank you, Puppy.
Thanks, kids. Bye, George and Puppy.
Okay.
Bert and Ernie, also known as Bert and Ernie.
Our next model is Nala, and she's a pit bull who loves to sunbathe and hike. Hi, Nala.
This is a great costume, right?
Oh my gosh!
All these costumes are from PetSmart, but that one's a really great one. He's a horse.
Yes,
right?
I get it.
Also like a trans species sort of a moment. Horse, dog, horse. She's fabulous, right?
This is a fabulous costume.
It's a great costume.
I love it. Thank
she's
you,
Nala.
Nala.
She's a great dog. Look, she's modeling.
She's
Supermodel.
Posing.
Supermodel Nala.
I want a dog so badly.
All right, this one. Wait, do you know about this costume?
Otto? No, I don't know what anybody's wearing.
I'm gonna make Wendy guess what this costume is. This is a really good one.
Okay, Otto, everybody, is an English bulldog who loves to play frisbee. Otto, come out here.
Come on, Otto.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh, look, look. Oh, he's Miley Cyrus at the VMA.
That's right. That dog is twerking. Am I right about that?
Oh my gosh, I love it. I told you this was going to be the most popular costume for the holiday.
That is crazy.
So
right? That is so
cute.
Crazy. I love that.
I just love an English bulldog. Oh, he can barely walk.
Look at him.
Thank you, Otto. Thank you, Honey Bunch.
Honey, you need a dog.
I would love. My husband's allergic. My son is irresponsible, and I'm busy.
All right, good answer.
Yeah. For more information on all of these looks, go to wendyshow.com. And the premiere of Isaac and Project Runway All-Stars airs Thursday night at 9 on Lifetime. Up next, it's time for Ask Wendy. you doing?
How you doing?
Very well. How can I help?
I'm Margaret. I have a 20-year-old son who's been away at college for 2 years. He's had a steady girlfriend who's kept him away from the party scene.
Okay.
He just told me that they broke up.
Aw.
Do I have to break up with her too?
Yes.
Can't be friends no more.
No. No.
Okay.
Don't like it's not so good to get that involved with girlfriends until they get like a ring on their finger or they're approaching that time. I mean, a lot of you would disagree with me, but I say that as long as you maintain ties with his ex-girlfriend, it's going to block him from ever presenting you with another girl. And the other thing is that you can't rely on a woman to keep a guy focused. He's been in college for 2 years. If he can't ride without the training wheels at this point, you know.
Maybe it's time for him to come home.
No. Mom, I'm sure he'll do fine without a girlfriend. He'll do fine. And parties in college are fun. No, good luck. Okay. Oh, we have to take a quick break, but when we come back, how do you tell your balding man to shave it all off without hurting his feelings? It's easy. I'll explain. Ask Wendy continues next. How you doing? Oh, wait, wrong person. Okay, I just talked to you, right. All right, how you doing?
How you doing?
So now your boyfriend is, what, his hair is thinning and you want him to get rid of it?
Yes, I'm Melissa from Baltimore, and he's attractive, he's successful, he's a nice enough guy at this point.
Yes.
But he has patches.
Patches.
So it's not like as if he's balding like one area.
Yes,
it's patches.
it's patches.
And I hope he doesn't dump me for this. But it just doesn't look good at all. And he's asked me a few times, like, you like my new haircut? And I don't know how to tell him without hurting his feelings. How do I tell him?
Does he have a nice shaped head? Because that's very important for the balding. And if his head is not in proportion with his body, you know, then he'll look like a snowman. So, no, you laugh, but really, the shape of your head and the size of it is very important before we bald.
Okay, I think his head shape is nice, but because it's already kind of, you don't see his hair if you look straight at him because he's tall.
Okay,
so I mean, I think it's better than the patching.
How
I'm just
long
not
have you been with
sure.
him?
3 months.
No.
I can't tell him.
Sit down. Yep. You don't have a say. You don't have a say until at least 8 months for something so personal. Hair is very personal. That's like him telling you he doesn't like you wearing makeup. And it is so personal that you just might want him to grow into it on his own or wait for another year for you to be with him. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Okay. You know?
Yes.
Okay. Up next, everybody, an inspiring breast cancer survivor gets a fabulous Wendy makeover. Don't miss it. I love her. She's back. It's Liliana Vasquez, everybody. She's our fashion stylist friend. And you know, all month long here on the show, we've been giving head-to-toe makeovers to some really brave women battling breast cancer. So, yeah. So today, we are making over a woman by the name of Kima. Kima is a courageous survivor who's excited to put breast cancer in the rearview mirror. She wants a fabulous new head-to-toe look. Take a look at some of her story.
Hi, Wendy. My name is Kima. How you doing? I was diagnosed at 31 years old last year with breast cancer and finished treatment up this year. Now I'm on the road to recovery, which is great, but everything's growing back and I don't know what to do with it. You see this hair? Oh my gosh, what do? I'm hosting a breast cancer fundraiser this month and I need to look gone with the wind. Fabulous. Please help me out, Wendy. Pick me. Pick me. Thank you so much.
Kima's here today. Her friends and family are in the audience. Hi, you guys. Friends and family are here. Whoop, whoop. I know they're just so excited to see her. Kima, come on out. Let's take a look.
By this fantastic blazer blazer. It's snakeskin, but I'm all about fashion and function. So what happened was when she had her mastectomy, she suffers from lymphedema, which is when you get swelling in your limbs from the mastectomy. So we gave her a jacket that had a little bit of stretch in the arm so she's comfortable, but still really stylish. And then I put her in a jumpsuit. All the celebrities are wearing it, and my God, this is her red carpet moment. The girl is killing it.
Is this jumpsuit affordable?
It is. This jumpsuit is under $150. Every woman needs to own one. You are owning it on the stage today,
really
though.
are, and I like your shoes too. The metallic really caps it off, and I like the jewelry and the handbag.
She looks gorgeous.
Okay, so what we did with her hair, with Kima's hair, is we styled her with a wig by my wig line, Wendy Williams Hair World. This wig is called the Classic Beauty. My wigologist, Antoine, put a couple of scissors to it, you know, because you never just take a wig right out of the box. It's human hair, and you look terrific. How do you feel?
Gone with the wind, fabulous.
Okay, okay. All of my wigs can be found at hairbywendywilliams.com. And I am making a wig donation to the American Cancer Society's wig program. To find out how you can help fight breast cancer, go to wendyshow.com. Liliana, Gone with the Wind fabulous. Another great makeover. Liliana's new book is called The Cheap Chica's Guide to Style. It's available for pre-order now. You keep it here. We'll be right back. I want to thank all my guests who came to the show today, and of course, my fabulous studio audience. Thank you, thank you. Tomorrow, the always enjoyable Kendra Wilkinson stops by. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.